So the idea is simple. I put a double-sided piece of painter's tape kind of just lightly on the intake. I'm going to close the hood and let it stick to the carbon fiber in a place where I think it's going to stick. It's going to be right there. Then I'm going to tape a rectangle around that, and then I'm going to cut that rectangle out to begin with, and we'll go bigger if we have to. You can always, you know, take off, but you can't always put on. You can't add carbon fiber to a hood. Come on, look at me, you know. So that's surprising. It's actually a little further back than I thought it would be. I honestly thought that this was going to be closer to up here, but I guess I was mistaken. But it makes sense functionally why it's right there. I'm going to actually end up just taping the rectangle probably from here to right up in here, and we'll go from there. See if I can't repeat that on the other side of the hood. So I taped the rectangle. I realized that we actually might be a little too far forward as far as the rectangle is concerned. However, if you look under the hood, you can see that we need to actually move it back, maybe about to like right here. I really don't want to cut too far back, but the good thing about this is we're going to do this to another carbon fiber hood, so this one's really just the guinea pig. I would really love to get this one pretty much as spot on as I can. That way when I get to the real deal and it actually starts kind of getting a little bit expensive, I'm not making any unnecessary mistakes. So I know this might seem like a lot of tape. Let me explain. So this rectangle, this small little rectangle, is the approximate center of what we need to cut out. So the plan is we're going to actually start by cutting out maybe like such, and then going from there. And honestly, I mean, that's pretty darn centered. Obviously we have our handy dandy tape measure, and we're gonna make sure that we mark on the masking tape the actual center, but this is the approximate center, is this rectangle right here. I'm gonna take those measurements and then pretty much X marks the spot as far as the exact center is concerned. So because it's 25 inches from here to here, this is at 12.5 inches as far as the exact center. The idea is we can kind of start our cut right here and move out as necessary. Probably going to take off the hood when it does come time to cut it though. I don't want to damage the intake. I made a second X right below the first one, and the idea is this is going to act as kind of a guide for how far up we want to push this, and if necessary, I'm prepared to make another X right here. So it's currently about 12:30 p.m. I'm going to go to Home Depot. Got to get some discs for my grinder, and then I'm probably going to go try to find one of those reciprocating masks or whatever those are called that will, you know, allow me to breathe while I cut the carbon fiber. Side note, you guys do not, under any circumstances, want to cut carbon fiber, fiberglass, or pretty much any sort of material without having a mask, because that stuff can attach to your lungs, stay there. You could succumb to that. So do not do that. Don't do that. Do not cut without a mask. Also, eye protection. I think I have some. I don't know. We're about to find out. Yeah, I do. I bought some, but probably like in the bottom of the toolbox or something. So yeah, we're gonna go do that. Gotta get gas. I mean, it's Sunday. It's pretty much time to get gas. I have 62 miles of range, which might last me through the week, but I probably shouldn't play this game in Southern California, so I'm gonna go get some gas and then maybe pick up a couple things from the store. I'll take care of some general tasks. So we have until around 4 p.m. to get all of that stuff done, and then after 4, I gotta take care of something else. After that, hopefully we can get to cutting the hood. So we have tons of options as far as these reciprocating masks are concerned. It looks like they all do the same thing. I really don't know the difference between, say, the $70 one and the $20 one, because they look like they do the same thing, but we're gonna try to pick something kind of mid-range. Probably not a bad idea. We'll go from there. So I believe we currently actually have this blade. Probably gonna get something that is a little bit better for the job. I know that this cuts pretty much everything, so I mean, you can see rebar, cast iron, steel tube. I was checking over there, and the blades over there were not ideal, so. Alrighty, so we have our metal cutoff blades. I went with some 1.2 millimeter thick blades, so that should give us a little bit of flexibility as far as making sure that our cut doesn't take too much carbon fiber off. All done at Home Depot. I got that reciprocating mask I was talking about, as well as some cutting blades. I'm about to head to Costco and get some gas. Hopefully we can go home and start cutting. Let's get to subtracting. Oh, also I want to show you guys gas prices here, because I think a lot of people are probably curious about like gas prices in Southern California. So gas gas prices right now in Southern California is $5.25 for a regular. Granted, I'm at Costco, so it makes things way easier. It's not Texas, that's for sure. Same time last year in Texas, I think I was paying like maybe $2.20 a gallon, so up $3. Not too bad. Just kidding. It's pretty bad. Alrighty, so it's approximately 4:30. We are running a little bit late to those plans I was referencing earlier, but got some froyo, and I'm about to get on the road.
Alrighty, so I have my PPE on, well, minus my gloves, but I bought this mask over at Home Depot. It's donned properly, and I'm gonna get to work cutting the carbon fiber hood. I'm gonna start where these X's are on the carbon fiber. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. Take you over here, but I'm gonna start where these X's are and we'll go from there. So I made a slight mistake and I nicked the intake. Not to worry about cutting the carbon fiber hood, just doing it over here on some cardboard instead of while it's still in the car. As you can see, I kind of like low-key rushed to get the carbon fiber hood off. My phone's on the ground. I don't even know if it's cracked. Let's see. There we go. She has her first battle scar, so we made a sizable hole in the carbon fiber hood. I'm gonna smooth out the edges with the rest of my grinding tool, and we'll try to go test fit it really quickly.
So I came up with another outline for the next cut I'm going to make. Then I'm actually probably going to take it a little bit out more this way, but I'm not taking barely anything off of the passenger side. I'm just going to be taking off the driver's side now, but it's a little offset anyway, so yeah. I'm going to move the cut as far up as up here, but not further down than right here, because this is where the throttle body is.
So we are getting a little bit closer. I'm just going to take this little smidge off right here, and then we're going to start doing some test cuts back here to see where it needs to clear out of. Okay, I have one last cut to make, and be this line back here. I'm going to smooth this edge out while I'm over there, and yeah, I'll like cover everything, clean it all off, smooth all the edges rather, and then show you guys what it looks like fitted on the car. Okay, so the hood pretty much closes all the way. I am gonna, however, just take it back a little bit more, maybe like half an inch in the back, and we will in the future have to cut out another portion right here to make room for the intercooler piping cold side to the turbo.
Alrighty guys, so I actually finished cutting the hood. It looks very good. I didn't mean to rhyme there. Anyways, so we're gonna actually have to do probably like a little point here in the very near future, and that's just so we can fit the intercooler piping. For now, we have very, very nice clearance, and this looks pretty wild when you look at it. I took the cover off the turbo so you can get the full perspective. Now obviously there's going to be hood pins on the other hood, so you can ignore these. Man, she looks wild. Absolutely bonkers. Let me see if I can get the perspective from inside of the vehicle. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. I decided to redo this shot as lighting last night wasn't the best, but this is the finished product with the hood cut out for the intake. I still have some edges that I'd like to kind of go over with my grinder. As you can see, it's not perfect, but this gives me a general idea of how much of the new hood will need to be accounted for as far as the intake is concerned. When you're 5 feet back, it looks pretty menacing. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another video. If you're new viewers out there and this is your first time stopping by, please check out all the other videos in this playlist and feel free to subscribe if it's something that you like to watch. For those of you who have been here and who continue to come, I thank you for your support, and as always, I hope you have a good day and or night wherever you may find yourselves, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.